Hello and welcome everyone today. Well, this is sort of like an impromptu video because something happened on Monday in my home. And I want to make sure we have a conversation about this because, you know, I'm big on smudging. I've already linked my smudge video below, which I did a couple of years ago. But I just want to say, you know, we always talk about, you know, cleaning out your cabinets, cleaning out your closets, cleaning out your drawers. And, you know, we try to burn candles clean here on my channel. And now these are some candles that, you know, they're not crystal clear clean, but these are candles I burn for the YouTube readings, which is global readings. And, you know, not everybody lovey-dovey on the YouTube. So, you know, they're not crystal clean, but what I'm saying, they're not dirt. No soot, okay? They're burned clean, right? That's how we do it. Now, in my own home, I get crystal clear, okay? But that's when I'm doing my own vibes, not, you know, universally, but still. And I just brought these out as an example. But there was pure negativity that came through my home here on Monday, my friends, and I want you to see it. I'm making this video so you can realize how strong the negativity is out there, okay? Now, so these are just some candles I used just recently. One of them was for the love spells that not the love spell, forgive me. The love scenes forecast that I just dropped. Okay, but I'm just showing you what you know, burning clean is kind of about. Now, really want them crystal clear. I'm just kind of repeating myself, but this is good. This is a good burn, okay? It's not, you know, 99% the best, but it's a clean burn, okay? So you can understand, right? Well, I'm going to bring out these two candles right here, right now. And this is the theme of why I'm trying to bring this up here, okay? Now you can see how nasty this is, okay? Now I'm a little jacked up, okay? So bear with me, because this is real, and this is happening, it's happening in my house, okay? And I'm explaining to you how it happened, right now. So, on Monday, just 2 Mondays ago, well, 2 days ago, I've now moved to a new house. For those who've been following me, you know, and I was in a rental for a while, so it's been a lot of, you know, after living one place in 10 years, it's been a lot for me, hectic, and there's been some hate here again because they know who I am in the respect with my witchy stuff, okay, and the ex-neighborhood I lived in made sure this neighborhood knew I was coming, okay? It doesn't matter. They're going to get it. So anyway, I moved into a rental about a year ago, and then I saw this house, which is about 6 blocks from where I used to live in the rental, this house, okay? It's not on the water or anything, obviously, but it's close to the beach, and I wanted to be close to the beach. So, I met with the realtor, and then I wanted to look at this house. So I met with the lady, and she was aware that I was renting a house nearby. So she said, well, if you want to come after work, come and visit. And I thought that'd be good because I wanted to see the house at night. I wanted to hear traffic patterns. I want to hear all that. So I meet with her, and she takes me around the house, and then she takes me to the garage. And the garage she had just told me that she was a widow, and the reason why they're moving, they had lived in the house since 1986. The house was built in 1974. They bought it in 86, and they're the current owners, but her husband passed 5 years ago from a very rare stomach cancer illness with, you know, sadness, and that her daughter was now going to graduate high school, and they were moving to Sarasota because they have a naval academy there, and her daughter wants to become a doctor for the Navy, you know, beautiful, right? Okay, so, but what was peculiar, and I have to set this up, that's why I'm setting it up, so you understand where this is coming from, okay? Because this was from my house. So anyway, we're going around, and I noticed that when we get to the garage, there she has her husband's photographs, you know, not standing up in the frame, but she brought up one frame. Oh, this is my husband, you know, very attractive, and they're all pure Italian here in this neighborhood. Her parents were pure Italian from Italy, and his parents were pure, and they're from old New Jersey, okay? And I don't think they were high school sweethearts, but They're their first true loves, so they've been married. I have to say, at least she was 60, so she's about 62 now. So they're married 25, 28, 30 years, something like that. Okay, so he's passed. Okay, so I thought it was peculiar that his images are in the garage, not in the house, because I saw no images, because I was looking for images of who's in his family, but I saw none. And then, so no big deal, she was moving on, and she's not remarried, because she knew that when her daughter was graduating, this was her goal. Her daughter's been wanting to do this, so they knew Sarasota was their next place. Okay, so the husband's passed, and I noticed that, all right, okay, it's kind of odd, but a lot of people, treat death in a different way, and she's moving on. It's been 5 years, no disrespect at all. Okay, so now I move in, and so now Monday, okay? Now, I don't have an office here, and I'm working on a little room. That's another construction project we don't want to go into right now, but I'm trying to wait, but it's coming. So I can have a nice little room where I can film better and do fun stuff, okay? So now, Monday, I'm looking for a drawer that I can put, filing things for 2015. I don't want to put in my bedroom closet. I just want to put in a drawer. So in the kitchen, I have a lot of cabinetry, which is nice. It's still a galley kitchen, but it's got a lot of nice cabinetry. And there was one deep cabinet, cabinets are like this 1, 2, 3, and the bottom one was this deep one. And all I had in it was, the plastic bags of the garbage bags for just plastic ones from the grocery store, whatever, plastic bags for the garbage. Okay, so I figured that'll be a perfect deep drawer to pull, to use so I can put my filing things for 2015. Something that I don't have to mess with too much. So I remove it, so I'm literally sitting on the floor now because I want to make sure, it wasn't dirty. I cleaned before I moved in the house. Trust me, I'm one of those, I'm not a needy tidy, but I'm like spring cleaning. I'm with toothbrush. Okay, so I know everything's clean, but I'm just moving it out, and I'm sitting on the floor because I want to see how deep it is. Mainly I was sitting on the floor to get the measurements, so I can know how many things I can put in there. And then I pull it out, okay? I'm pulling it out, and because I'm sitting on the floor, I can see that there's something in the back, okay? So I pull it all the way out. It's one of those on a roller. So I literally take the box out, right? And I pull and I grab what's back there in the bottom of the end, and I see these papers, or 3x5 cards, okay, 3x5 index cards, and I see handwriting on them, and I can tell there's like greeting cards. So I open it up, and I start reading the eulogy, okay? And all of a sudden, let's wait, before I even open it up, when I took it out, I already can feel something, right? Okay? And then I go to unpin it, because I'm seeing what I'm trying, of course I don't have my glasses on, I'm just like, what? And I go to unpin it, because she had like one of those clip pins, kind of fat, the little ones that you can take a lot. She had one of those on there. And another thing she had was her name. I knew it was her, because she had a roll of her name with the address of now, today, my own home, and it was all like taped around everything. It was very odd. Okay, so anyway, all of a sudden, I can feel something. Something just zip, like it had been binded, had been trapped. And when I released it, and I can feel it. I mean, my hands are my hairs are right now. Why I have to drop this video? So now I know. I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed, people. I got something negative in my freaking house. Okay? So, for one second, let's hold there. So already, at that instant, I know something's negative. Because you could just, I just released it. So now, I'm getting ready now. Thank goodness I have my sage. I have things I'm ready to do. But I first want to see what was in here, okay? And so then I see it was her eulogy to her husband. The eulogy to her husband. My dearest Michael, and all her words, and was 4 index cards of her words. And then the other things were sympathy cards from family members. And the oddest thing, though, at the bottom and the back, was, when you open up a can of soda or beer and the little flip tab thing, there's like 50 of them. Now, they were all brand new, clean looking, like literally just clean. Nothing dirty, but it was just odd, okay? So I clean everything out, right? Toss it, and I'm saying my chants and my mantras. Then I'm going around, I'm getting my, Florida water, and I'm going, and I'm and I'm cursing like a banshee. I became a banshee, actually, chasing this negative thing out, okay? Now, so that's now 45 minutes later, all right? I'm pissed. I'm alive. It's funny now, but it wasn't then. But what I'm trying to say next. So now, usually, I always have 2 candles lighting in my home. I keep one now where you watch me do the readings with the little birdies, that room. I always keep a white candle burning there, okay? And then I like a scented candle. I think this was a lavender. Yeah, I like a scented candle, and that I just keep in my bathroom sink area. So, you know, like Lala and Beachy don't mess, jumping up. They don't jump on things. So it's by the bathroom. It's all contained. Even if I leave the home, I feel it's good, okay? And back in the other room, I keep the other candle, safe that the kitties don't mess with it, okay? So it wasn't even an hour since that thing zapped out of my freaking hand. And I go to the room, and now this candle here just was this much. It had like maybe 2 or 3 more hours of a burn. But look at that. Usually this is crystal clear, okay? And this is not a ritual candle. This is just I like candle for the scent, and just I love candles, okay? But look at that. Within that 2 or 3 hours, look what it did. Now this candle that was in the back room was literally it was like up to here. So this literally had another 24-hour process to burn. Look at this. Look at that negativity that zapped out of that. Now what I'm trying to share with you too is that I feel, and I'm not judging this woman, okay, not at all. Married a long time. She probably was sick and tired of him. But there's no doubt about it in my mind. She put him in that back drawer. She already had burned, or maybe, I don't know if it was cremated or what, but she had already buried or had him, his body. She already had taken care of that deal. But she wanted to bind his soul. And that's what I believe. And maybe she didn't think it like that, because you have to understand, these Italians, they're very superstitious, okay? They come from the Romans, you know what I'm saying? Gods and goddesses, they believe. Even the ones today. That's their ancestors, okay? So she must have had some angst for her man. Now, I don't know how long. Obviously, he's been deceased for 5 years now. Well, that was a year and a half ago, so now 6. So she had that in there. Now, I don't know if it was there 6 years, but she had it not in a beautiful lockbox with flowers and potpourri. She put him in the bottom drawer in the very back. And I don't know if these caps were a sign to say maybe like he had a drink. I don't know what it was. I can't even wrap my mind around it. Okay? But for me to think that I am one that always is telling people, burn candles clean, smudge, and this is what I'm trying to say. You never know what negativity is in your home. Okay? Now, when I saw the candles already getting dark, now this finished the burn, but this one I could tell was getting it. Now this one, because the flame was higher up, it was up here, it was already black. Okay, my hairs are standing right now. So I was like, bruja. Bruja comes out. Okay? So I already smudged Florida water. I'm like, burning the fire like crazy. So I take the package. Now that I've read it, I understand what it is. And I have this twig that I use for certain rituals. I braid it. I do everything myself. And so I took some of my twig that I have. It's natural twigs. When I find things, then I use them. So I took it to make a cord with it. And I took all the letters again, the sympathy cards and her index card. I wrapped it in the twig. And I went to the yard and I picked some select little flowers, because not too many yards yet, but I had some flowers that were still around. So I took those and I put it. And it said, a prayer, chant, whatever I was saying to him, because everything just started flowing out, okay? The Spirit was with me, because this is the first time. Now, I know how to handle my own negativity, okay, in the respect of people that I know. But this was locked in the house. She left him there. She left his soul here. She wanted to leave that here. She didn't want to take that with her. And again, I'm not dissing that. But She did it with malice, because look what came through. And I could feel it. I could feel that thing came out. And I'm like, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna fucking hunt you down. I went berserker. Because that's the last thing I want. But here it is. I moved in this house last March. So for 10 months, I've been living with that. No idea. But again, she had bound him so well. And another funny thing about when I came to this house, when I came into this house, two things. She had the hugest crucifix I've ever seen in my life. Now she's Italian, so, you know, I'm not that right, but, oops, sorry my friends. It was like a 3-foot cross. And the image of Christ was a sculptured porcelain. I mean, it must have cost big dollars, okay? And then the other thing I found in the yard, because now I have a yard and I love it, but I found 3 chicken feet, claws. Like someone was doing the voodoo here. Someone was doing the black magic here. Someone was doing, you know, when they got the chicken claws and shit like that, you know someone's doing something. I don't know if it was her, but it was something. But I tell you what, she left her man in the freaking kitchen in the back. His soul. She didn't want it anymore. So, why I'm dropping this video, my darlings, here I am, one who every day, you know, positive thoughts. Don't think negative. And look, her negativity is real, was real. This is real. Have you ever seen one of these look like this on my table? No. And trust me, couldn't wait to, because if I sell this, really what I'm going to do is crash it and throw it in the garbage. But I didn't want to do that. I said, wait, I want my viewers to see what was in my house. Could be in your house, okay? And you're not cleaning out your closets, you're not cleaning out your drawers. Again, if I would not have mentality to, you know, and then I was sitting down, I could have easily, it was just plastic, you know, just clean garbage bags that you pull out, you know what I'm saying, to work with, you know, picking up garbage. Everything was clean. I was just pulling it out because I wanted to measure it. I was sitting on the floor. If I wasn't sitting on the floor, I would never have noticed that little package that was there. That little, you know. But and then the main thing's feeling it. And it took off. Now, I've had that happen to me before. Now, I know it wasn't human, okay? I know that. But I've had, you know, the zings before, but I just didn't expect it here. When I thought I'd cleansed this house and cleansed this house. You see? So now, imagine me, who cleanses the house now I burn sage every freaking day now. And I say my divine white light, bright light chant every day I leave this home. Because, my Johnny, this is all about spiritual warfare, okay? It's all about the souls of light against the souls of darkness. And if you think negative enough, like this is what I'm saying. She didn't want him. Okay, I can understand. You exit, but she must have did it in such a venomous way that here's the result. And again, you know, I'm sure if this was a full candle, this would black as coal too. So, my darlings, please take your sea salt bath. You know, get your vibrations up, because the negativity is all around. It's all around, okay? And the only way we can heal ourselves is if we block ourselves. And actually, I have a blocking video coming. When I went to the beach for that week, there were 2 videos I wanted to make. I wanted to make a holy water video, but it was raining almost every day. I mean, the sun came out in spurts, and luckily sometimes for sunset. But I wanted to go on the beach, collect my water from the ocean, because I want to make my holy water with the ocean water, which I usually do. Anyway, and then I had this other video coming called blocking, how we block things. And I wrote it all down. I haven't done it yet, but now, when this happened on Monday, that's why I haven't dropped the February alchemy videos yet, because I want to drop. I went to my alchemy store, my metaphysical store, a new metaphysical store, because now I wanted to get special candles. I got this, San Miguel, Archangel Michael's here. I brought Yamaya a candle, okay? the Maya candle, okay? Because you know my Orishas. My Orishas are my ancestors. Because, you know, I'm Puerto Rican, and my blood is all about, you know, the African black, the Spaniards, and Taino Indian. Proud of it. But I'm just saying, I'm going to work with the Southern African powers, too. And I'm going to try to drop this video tomorrow, Friday. And I'm going to bring in the Orishas. Because I'm pissed off, people, that I had this in my home. I'm sweating right now. So I'm doing a special video for that. But it's all about blocking. So we're going to have that video coming too. So it's amazing how spirit, you know, and I have this other 9 videos. They want to talk about the chakras. You know, the 7 regular chakras. And then the first one they want to talk about is the Earth Star Chakra. Get grounded with Mother Earth. Mother, Mother. And then the 9th one will be the Soul Star Chakra. Okay? So it's like the soul. They want us to connect with the soul. The soul. The soul. And we're going to talk more about esoteric astrology. You know, exoteric astrology is what we practice now with the personalities. But we're going to bring the esoteric astrology so we can tap the soul more, the soul power. Anyway, so these are all coming. And I'm happy. I'm happy to do it. Spirit wants me to do it. I'm happy. But I'll tell you, just innocently looking for a place to put my papers to file away because I'm finally feeling organized. I'm finally don't have to pack up to move somewhere else. I'm finally feeling, you know, a little. But it's been very rude here. It's been very, you know, a lot of negativity here. I had to take my tiki hut down. You know, they made me take it down. And trust me, I'll close with this, okay? I'll close with this. You know, it's all mafia here. This is how it is. And I'm going to do a video about it because I'm thinking about going to FBI right now with all this mafia hate. And now I realize what they do. This is what they do. They think bad. And she thought so bad, poorly of her. She left her soul here. I still can't believe it. You know, if you don't love your man, that's one thing, but don't have to find his soul either. So now, you know, I find her. So now, this is another reason why I want to gut that room and start anew. I do. So I can have a nice office. But, so, I go to court. I win for my ticket. I'm just going to close with this to show you the hate that I've been experienced here. And that's why I'm standing strong, okay? So, finally my little tiki hut, and they drove me crazy every time they knew I was going to film at the tiki hut, you know, the dog bark, you know, mowing the yard, taking the blower, you know, making noise. They didn't want me to do this. They know that I'm, you know, what I practice. So, I went in court anyway. I get a letter from the city. No, you went in court, but no, you didn't, it wasn't built by indigenous Indians, so no, we're not accepting it. You know, just pure crap bullshit. Whatever. So they give me till November 16th to take it down because they're going to charge me $50. Okay? So, a day. If I don't take it down, they're going to charge me $50 a day. And they know I've raised all kind of hell. I've been to magistrate meetings. I've done everything. Okay? But still. So, here comes, I have many trees here, so I have a tree guy now. I have a tree guy in the condo. I got a tree guy now. And my tree guy, he's a black guy, but he's married to a Puerto Rican. Okay, so, and I've known him now for about 1.5 years because of all these trees, because when the man passed, he did all these palm trees, beautiful, I love them all, I love them, but she didn't take care of it, so I had to hire people to clean it all out. It took a whole day, like 10 people, it was crazy. Anyway, so he comes, and I tell him, guess what, they're going to take my tiki hut down, because he saw the tiki hut when I first put it up, he loved it, you know, but anyway, he heard throughout this whole 1.5 years how, what a pain in the ass. This year, what a pain of me having to take it down. So I finally call him, I say, listen, they want to take me down. I have to get it down by Monday, the 16th. Can you come this weekend? He's like, yeah, I'll come Friday. I said, okay, Friday's good, right? Well, here comes Friday night. I didn't even think about Friday. Friday's Friday, right? Well, it's Friday the 13th. November 13th, Friday. So he told me he'd be coming about 2 o'clock. So I said, when he came, I said, I want to sacrifice the tiki hut. And he knows what I do. You know. I want to sacrifice the tiki hut, so I want you to cut it for me in logs, fire logs. So, because this was beautiful cypress, you know, beautiful wood. So once you cut it for me in logs, and it came like about 50 logs, like 4 dozen logs, and then the big trunk, he cut it for me in 4. It took him 2 hours to bring down the tiki hut. And then he took all the palm fronds. So anyway, because I told him I'll burn it tonight, Friday the 13th. I'm going to burn them. So I was going to burn it I'd start at 6. Well, at 5:30. Now, mind you, the neighbors the ones who, called the code on me for the tiki hut, they knew what was going on. They could hear the chainsaw. They had 3 chainsaws. He had 3 guys with them. Chainsaw going down. They seen it coming down. So at 5:30, I hear all this. They're having a party. They get people coming over to right there. I have the fence. He's right there. So it's like, okay. So now all of a sudden they're getting in party mode, like tiki hut down. That's what I'm hearing them. Tiki hut down, tiki hut down. Well, they don't know tiki hut going to be burning down. And I started to burn. And I kept my mouth shut. I didn't say anything because I've had a lot of words with these people. But I kept my mouth shut. And there was like 18 of them. But then there was a bonfire. They couldn't deny what I was doing. And I kept doing it. And I kept doing it. And I kept doing it. It took me 6 hours. And with each process, I was doing what I was doing. And let me tell you something. They have not messed with me since then. I don't have a tiki hut anymore. But you know what? It felt good. It's like the gods said, sacrifice it, and we'll handle the rest. And I just kept, every time I put a log down, I just kept thinking about the Easter Island statues, the tiki lords. And I just say, you do what you gotta do. Fuckers. I'm hot-headed, people, I'm nice personality. I'm about love and life, people, you know that. But you fuck with me, I'ma fucking come for you. And they haven't messed with me yet. And when I took it down, I put up all these new, taller palm trees. Because that's why I put the tiki hut there, because there was no palm trees there. And he kept looking over, the man, he's really tall, kept looking my way. And then he didn't like the tiki hut. I'm rambling now, but it's so much negativity. But again, we gotta control it, okay? And there's ways too. Now, I know from my soul, I try to burn clean, okay? But some people want to do darkness to you. You must block, you must protect. Okay, my darling? Alright, well, thank you for watching. I usually don't do videos like this because I'm not about bringing in the hate. But you know what? It's just like when I did my Florida water and I had those haters come for me too. I'm gonna fuck you up. Okay? Don't mess with the good. And that's why we have the light always trumps the darkness. That's why we divine white light, bright light, all around me and within me. Protects me both day and night. White light, bright light, all around me and within me. I banish all bane. White light, bright light, all around me and within me. Protects me both day and night. White light, divine white light, bright light, all around me. Protects me both day and night. I banish all bane in the name of Jesus Christ and the Mother Mary. And you pray. And you say whatever words, but you bring them in. And you bring in Archangel Michael. And I brought out Archangel Michael's deck just to pick one card to close me down. Because I'm telling you people, here I am. I'm not a Pollyanna, but, I try to see the good in people. I truly do. Until they show me different. And to think that was in my home. So, you see how the negativity can even hide in a little corner. And that was all through thoughts. That's one reason why I'm making this video too. This was all her thoughts. I mean, it wasn't like, she took a knife to him or anything. Like those bitches on the Snatch shows. Crazy. This is, her thoughts did this. Her intentional, negative thoughts. So keep some mental clarity about yourselves, my darlings. Think positive, okay? And yes, this world is effed up. No doubt about it. Pure evil, pure hate. Pure. And look what happened. Let me tell you, when I woke up the next day after Friday 13 to see what happened in Paris, I lost my mind. Because then I knew there's real evil. Because I know there's some veils when you can tap it. And I said, why not? I'm going to tap it. But we don't want to do that. Okay? I blocked. I fought back and I blocked. Send them what they sent. But we don't want to play games with that. Make a commitment. God love them. Oh my God. Is this like the 100th time we've gotten make a commitment? Archangel Michael, as the angel of courage and confidence, I call upon you to lend me your strength. Allow me to commit to myself, my life, and my divine purpose. Please clearly guide me so I can fully open my heart to every experience. So there we go, my darling. Make your commitments now, okay? To take care of you all. To commit your life to a divine purpose. To bring the divine in. We're going to divine flow. Okay? That's what we're going to do. God love him. God love him. So we work. And you see Archangel Michael? Looking up. Looking up. Okay? See that? And I just saw something. I'll close one last thing with this. Justin Bieber, I'm not, big fan. I don't buy his music or anything like that, but I was watching, he was on some carpool thing that they do now, karaoke carpool. I saw this guy in England, he's so funny. I saw it first with Adele, and then I saw the Justin Bieber one. But anyway, Justin Bieber asked, we heard you have a new tattoo, LL. And he rolls up his sleeve, and I didn't know the kid was into tats. I mean, he has a zillion tats on him, but anyway, he rolls up his sleeve, and he has a L, LL, like that, 2 L's in script. And so, I think the man's name is James Croden, the person doing the karaoke carpool. And he says, what does that mean? And he says, whenever you're low, and you have low head, then you lift up. So, his L is for low head, lift up. But now we can use LLL. We can say low head, lift up, look up, right? That's what we're going to do. I'm looking up, but I swear, if that ever happens in my home again, well, it's not. It's not. But then again, please, go through your houses, people. You don't know what can be in there. And this is just pure negativity. And this is stuff that can mess with you, give you sicknesses and illnesses. It's hate floating. Not good. I love you all, my darlings. You know I do. And I'm here. And we're going to work with these chakras, and we're going to do this. We're going to connect our soul power to the heavens. Okay? And that's when we can start downloading these messages. Okay? Blessings. Thank you for watching, and my new subscribers too. Love it all. It's all going to happen 2016. Things are moving.